Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey, and Daytona, Florida. So Steve took the trip from the Chicago area, Illinois, to train with us for a week. We've been going back and forth for a while. He was going to come to New Jersey. He took advantage of the fact that I opened a shop in Florida, and he said if he's going to leave for the warm weather, and chose to come here and train with us. It was an honor having him. He is really, really talented. I train with a lot of people, and some are better than others, but Steve is truly gifted. He has an audio background. He used to own a home theater company. He's done car audio for years, so the motorcycle audio thing just came natural for him. I've trained people from all different levels, from entry level, can barely hold a screwdriver, to guys that are really, really good and build custom competition bikes and just need a little help with the tuning. Steve falls on the upper end of this platform. He's definitely one of the top 5 guys I've trained with. So I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but there's just some of you guys that work out better than others. So Steve is really, really good. Brandon from Davidson Audio is a rock star. Will from Arizona, from Yuma, Arizona. I give Will a hard time every single time I talk to him because he doesn't put himself out there enough. He doesn't go to local bike meets. He doesn't put his work out there enough. And it's a shame because he's definitely one of the best I've trained with. Will is super talented. He just did 2024 for a mutual client of ours, and it came out amazing. His work is flawless. The client told me how happy he was, sent me pictures of Will's work. I'd already seen the pictures because Will had sent me the pictures as he working on the bike. But dude is good. He just doesn't put himself out there enough. Manj from Canada is really, really good. One of my top students. Obviously, the entire crew from Wayne Shop in Mississippi, Audio Solutions in Mississippi. Those guys are absolute rock stars. I've trained with them a couple of times. Jeep, I don't want to leave anybody out, but these are the guys that just stick out in my mind. Jeep in Maryland. Jeep is badass, super talented. And there's a few others. Just trained with Harold. Harold's really, really good. He's building some, he's doing 10s in his bike right now and working out really good. There's just some people that just pick it up automatically really quick, and these guys do. I'm sure I've left a few people out, but these are just the ones that come to the top of my head because I talk to these guys almost every day. So Steve is a badass. We got 14 bikes in here in the past 7 days, and it wasn't like he was watching over my shoulder. It's like, you do that one, I'll do that one, Josh do that one. Nick from Metra, Nick Miller. Even though he doesn't work in Metra anymore, he will always be Nick from Metra. Young Metra was in here helping us bang bikes out this week. Steve's really good, super meticulous, like takes pride in everything that he does. Didn't have to look over his shoulders, told him what I needed him to do, and he did it. Showed him some fiberglass work, tricks. His head was about to explode with all the information he took in this week. He knew the right things to do. I just showed him the science behind why it works and how it works, and he was already good. I made him better. So thanks for taking the time out, Steve. You were a big help in the shop this week. I'm glad you learned a bunch. He's already made plans to come back and train again with us. This time he's going to the New Jersey shop because I've explained to him that shop's bigger and more well-equipped, so we're just able to do more in that shop. So he wants to see the way that shop operates, and he wants to meet the crew at that shop. I was really able to elevate his tuning game. I was able to show him how to tune more quickly, more efficiently, show him how to attack the different problem spots in tuning, what to look for. So something that really impressed him is I could look at a speaker and tell what it was going to look like on the RTA before we played it, because I've mic'd just about every speaker on the market. So I can basically get these bikes dialed in before I even have to bring the microphone out, and I already know what I'm going to see on the screen. Had a client that pulled up this week that has a competition bike that he was having issues with. The bike lacked mid-range, and the client was impressed, and Steve was impressed that I told the client what I was going to see on the screen before I even brought the microphone out, and it was exactly what I thought it was. I got 30 years experience. There's a lot of stuff that I'm able to pick up on quickly, and that just comes from repetition. But if you're in the Chicago area, reach out to Steve. Trust him with your bike. He's going to do a really good job. Even if you only need help on the tune, Steve's going to be able to help you. Thanks for hanging out with us, Steve. It was a pleasure having you. I can't wait to see you next time. Check out some of the builds we did today.
I got it made. If Jesus paying LeBron, I'm paying Dwayne Wade. 3 dice, CeeLo, 3 card Marley. Labor Day parade, rest in peace, Bob Marley. Statue of Liberty, long live the World Trade, long live the King, yo. I'm from the Empire State. That's
unless you want me to go back there and read it out to you.
Go back to test.
The magic box.
Well, I could have sworn I had.
I mean, I have other tests.
Charge whatever you want. I have no problem with that. I was like, my issue is it's on your page. Yeah, she went up with Ron. Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey and Daytona, Florida. So Steve spent a week with us. He flew out from Chicago to hang out with us, train with us. He had his choice of the New Jersey shop. He chose Florida because the weather's nicer here. So we were able to show him a bunch of tips and tricks, make his head explode. Learned a lot. A lot of you guys that train with me are going to be mad, but Steve has been one of the best students I've had. He just naturally picks it up and rolls with it. We banged out like 14 bikes, me, him, and Josh this week. And it's because he hit the ground running. Anything I showed him, he was able to pick it up, run with it. He mainly came down to learn to tune the way that we do. Did you learn it?
Absolutely.
Makes sense?
Absolutely.
So I have a way of doing things. He's able to pick on it real quick. Like, all you guys are awesome. All you guys learn well. But Steve's a prodigy. If you're in his area, stop by, link up with him. He's going to do a good job on your bike.